What's good, y'all? It's Ali back at it again with another YouTube video in which I give you guys mental models you can use to become extremely successful and accomplish all the goals you are after. So let's get right into it. So today I want to talk about limits because a lot of you dumbass niggas be limiting yourselves without you really realizing it. It's unconscious for a lot of y'all, the things that you do that cause you to limit yourselves. But the thing is, how you unlock the ability to never limit yourself is actually very simple. So getting right into it, how do I define limits in the context of you being able to accomplish your goals? Well, all it means is paying attention to disadvantages. Yep. This is the primary thing that causes a lot of you guys to limit yourselves. You guys are paying too much attention to the shit that you don't have. You're like Ali, the gym's not close to me. Ali, I don't have that camera. Ali, I don't have that computer. Ali, I don't have that ride. I don't have this. I don't have that. I'm like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. It does not matter. You still want to win, right? And you're like, well, yeah. So, okay, do you think thinking about all the shit that you don't have, all your disadvantages, all the talents that you don't have is going to help you be a winner? Well, no. I'm like, yeah, fuck no. And as I slap you across your dumbass face. Because exactly, that doesn't help you. It doesn't help you to think about all the things you don't have. Guys, we all have disadvantages. No man is born into a perfect situation with everything that he needs to achieve his goals. And even if a man is born into that situation, what does he always do? He takes that shit for granted. This is why we never respect men that are born with everything. Understand? We're like, look at him. He's had a silver spoon in his mouth his entire life. We don't give a fuck about him. It doesn't matter because he has everything he needs. But naturally, because he has everything he needs, he loses that drive. He doesn't understand what it takes to overcome his disadvantages in order to accomplish his goals. Okay. So now that you understand, and you're like, okay, Ali, that makes sense. It's probably a dumbass fucking idea to think about all the shit I don't have because every single time I've done that, my life has not gotten better at all. I've not improved at all as a man in any shape or form. So I probably should stop doing that. So what do you do to ensure that instead of having limits, you end up not having any limits at all ever? And that brings us right into the actionable step. And that is, right? Dumbass marker. My marker just went out. All right. Luckily, we got a backup. You know what I'm saying? We got to be able to be adaptable, y'all. Okay. So pay attention to advantages. Yep. So this is exactly, advantages only. So this is all you need to do to ensure that you never have limits ever again. You only pay attention to your advantages, also meaning only pay attention to the shit that you do have. So the way that you're basically going to practice this, you already naturally, because thoughts just come into your head, you think of a disadvantages. You're like, I have this shitty circumstance. I was born in fucking Yemen and there's bombs over my head, but I want to be successful. Like you immediately think about your circumstances and all the bad shit that you don't have. What you now need to do is the minute that thought comes into your head, and don't just do this shit now. This is something you need to constantly do. This needs to be active. You don't just get to have this ability just because you watch this video. You have to practice this shit. So every single time you think about a disadvantage, you're like, Ali, I don't have that camera. I don't have the computer. I don't have the gym close to me. I don't have a field close to me. I don't know that person. I don't have that connection. You have to be like, okay, but what do I have? What can I take advantage of? You're like, shit. Well, I don't really have that camera that I need. Well, you have a phone and your phone has a camera. So if you want to record some shit, you could just use your phone. And even if you don't have a phone, which nigga, that'd be wild. But if you don't have a phone, you're like, okay, who does have a phone? And how can I give them something in exchange for that phone to borrow the phone to record what I want? You're like, Ali, I don't have a fucking big poster board or big wallpaper or stand-up whiteboard that I can use to make videos like this or whatever. Well, okay, you could probably go down the street to your Walmart or Staples or something, cut out a big piece of paper and then get some cheap ass marker like this and then just start writing on it to teach something if you want to. Like you just have to think about what you do have and what you do have access to at all times because you always have something. You might be sitting here like, Ali, I want to get big as fuck in the gym. I want to get as big as you because, I'm a strong ass nigga, right? You want like, I want to get strong. I want to get bigger, but I don't have a gym that's in walking distance. All the gyms are too far. Well, you do probably have a bag or a backpack that you could put some heavy shit that's around your house. You could put it in this bag or backpack, use that shit to start lifting, get your forearms up. Or if you have a bag or a backpack, you could put the bag on your back and then you start doing push-ups. By having heavy stuff in your backpack, you start doing push-ups. That will help you get stronger. Or you just use your body weight too. You always have something, my niggas. This is how winners think, y'all. Winners are never paying attention to this. All men who reach the peak of their power, the peak of their craft, they are never paying attention to the shit that they don't have. They literally never are. They're not even aware of the fact that they have limits at all. They only ever think, okay, what do I have? What can I use? What do I have? What can I use? What do I have? What can I use? This is why winners never stop winning, y'all. Because they can never think about the limits. They never stop to be like, I don't have this. Let me not do anything. Because that's what you do when you think about the disadvantages. That's what you do when you stagnate. You're just thinking about all the shit you don't have, so you do nothing. But winners are always fucking doing something because there's always something to use. It doesn't matter how small. If you can even inch forward off anything that you can use around you, that's better than sitting and doing nothing. Because it's through that action and taking action based off whatever you have available to you, you also become very resourceful. Very resourceful. So yeah, this is what you want to basically practice doing. Whenever you think about something you do not have, your disadvantages, your horrible circumstance, I live here, I live there, my mom did this, whatever the fuck it is, just you have to instantly think, okay, what do I have? What can I make use of? What's fucking around me? I can use something here. I might not have that camera, but I do got my phone. I might not have the gym, but I do have this backpack. I can just put heavy shit in it and just start lifting. I might not have the field right next to my house, but I do have that one wall. I could just take a ball and start training. I don't have cones, but I do have water bottles that I can use to just dribble through the cones and shit. Like, you can do this. It doesn't matter. I might not have access to those guys, but they do post content on the internet. So let me just listen to that. I'm telling you, you just have to always be thinking like this, and it makes you a massive winner. And a beautiful ass, cold ass quote that I have coined personally with my big, massive, beautiful brain and immense intelligence is, a man's greatest disadvantage is paying attention to his disadvantages. And this is what all weak men do. They just pay attention to what they don't have. So all you need to do is only pay attention to your advantages. In all moments when you think of disadvantages, you just have to think about the advantages you do have. Think about what you can use. And this will make you an unstoppable force and an unstoppable winner. So yeah, man, let me know how you guys felt about this. If you're like, damn, Ali, you fucking spitting facts. Now I have no ceiling. I have no limits because I'm only ever going to think about what I do have, because you always have something. As long as you are alive on this planet, you have something. You have something. How do you think society has even grown to the point it's at, where I even have this camera and this whiteboard and all this shit that I'm using to talk to you right now? When back then, hundreds of thousands of years ago, when the first humans were walking around, they didn't even know what fire was. But then some smart ass nigga was like, hey, y'all, look at what I could do. Started going like that. All of a sudden, the fire pulled up. And then I know he instantly went and started showing the hose, bro. He's trying to get lazy. Like, hey, yo, it's good, shawty. Look what I can do. They started doing that shit. Understand? So you can use something. You can always use something, bro. I'm telling you. So if you fuck with that shit a lot, then like the damn video so more guys can see this shit. We can grow the fam and they can realize too, hey, I actually don't give a fuck about what I don't have, because I only ever use and need what I do have. And that's what's going to turn me into a winner. And of course, too, subscribe as well so you can see more videos like this, so I can completely change your brain chemistry and the way that you see the universe and the world itself to make it serve you rather than not serve you, because you're only paying attention to your disadvantages, and then you switch your mind just paying attention to your advantages, and that leads you to be a massive, massive winner. So like and subscribe, man. You know how we fucking do it. More videos on the way. We keep cooking hard. And with that being fucking said, I'll catch you boys in the next YouTube video. Deuces.